Hey, so excited to come on again. It's been a minute, but I am back. I am on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm everywhere. So excited to be here. Happy Sunday if you happen to be in the same part of the world as I am in, which is proud Arizona. I'm excited because we are doing another book club. Let's see if I can get the book to somehow not disappear. Can you keep a secret? By Sophie Kinsella. So what I'll do is I'll pull up my slideshow and we'll jump right into everything. So welcome, Natasha Nurse, dressing roommate, blogger, coach, content creator. I have an agenda for us, so let's just kind of get right into it. We'll do introductions and then we'll do a little bit about the book and then some questions that I came up with that I thought would be really fun for us to talk through. So definitely please make sure, and I'll show this little ticker for you. This is the book that we're reading this month. Make sure you go to dressroommate.com to get a copy of the book if you're interested in reading it after this conversation. And then, of course, we'll talk next steps and then why you should join the club. So without further ado, introductions. I wanted to take a different spin on introducing who I am if you aren't already aware of my platform and what Dressing Room Mate is all about. So let me share with you. So in my career, I've had the wonderful opportunity to currently be a DEI/HR professional. I'm a coach, I'm a podcaster, I'm a blogger, I'm a content creator. There isn't like enough space on a slide for me to tell you all the things that I do. I'm very Jamaican and I'm very proud of that. And so with that, continuing on with a more personal introduction, my astrological side, I am a Virgo, but wait, my good friends in San Diego, they know who they are. Shout out to Jordan and Kat. Uh, they shared with me on Snapchat. I hadn't been on Snapchat before, but this prior to this month, but I went on there specifically because they have like a really in-depth I don't know what to tell you. Like it's like a guide for your astrological signs depending upon what time of the day you're born in and where you're born. And so I went on there. And so, yes, I'm a Virgo, September 5th. Thank you very much. But there's more, like based on the time of the day that I'm born and where I'm born. You are different signs for like your Mercury, your rising, like, so it's super interesting. So shout out to Snapchat for putting that together. That's just like really interesting. So if you're interested in knowing not just your overall sign, but like the other signs where the other planets were where you were when you were born, definitely check that out. My favorite book is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. For me, I love fantasy. My dad left Jamaica when he was 10 and grew up in England. And I think for him, English culture definitely like then transferred onto me. I don't know if that was intentional or not for him, but I love rich English and things that are complicated but delicious and fantastical. And I think there's no book more fantastical than The Hobbit. I can't wait to read it with my son again. So there's that. My life motto: to meet someone new and learn something new every single day, which is really easy to do. If you have the internet, you can meet people, and not like meet people like slide into their DM. Like, I'm not about that life. Happily married. But I like to connect and I like to network, especially from the comfort of my home. It's super easy. And I love to learn something new. And again, the internet pretty much supplies this for me. So that's why that's my life motto. That's what I try to teach everyone to do. One of my greatest influences in life was Maya Angelou. She said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. This advice to me is critical. If you continue to give people more chances than they need, you're usually going to regret that decision. So when people show you who they are, please believe them the first time. It's much easier that way. What was my biggest win for this month? Turning 36. I had a beautiful family trip, first family road trip with our son. Unfortunately, thereafter, what was my biggest challenge? getting COVID. Me and my husband never had COVID before, so we got COVID, we got the Rona, and baby got the Rona, and it's been a couple of rough weeks for us. I've been sick since September 9th, actually, so it's been challenging, but on the other side of it, getting better, and I'm here before you today. So look at God. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Let's get into the book summary. So, Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Emma Corrigan, she's an aspiring marketing executive, and she works at Panther Cola, where she hopes to get a promotion, has a lovely boyfriend, and on a rocky flight returning home, kind of dispels all her darkest secrets with a stranger sitting next to her. And little did she know that she shared all her secrets with Jack Harper, the American CEO of Panther Cola. She is mortified. He goes on to use these secrets in a campaign for the company. Her friends try to console her. And of course, she ends up kind of having a romance with Jack himself. And if you want to know more, get a copy of the book. I thought it was definitely fun. It was definitely entertaining. I would say my heart really wasn't in it this month because I've been dealing with COVID. And so I just want to be honest and transparent about that. It was really hard, but part of why I have this book club is to encourage myself and to hold myself accountable to read, because I know that even if I don't have the time or quote unquote even have the energy, I have to come before you guys and sit here and do this. So encourage you to definitely check it out. Let's get into some questions. So first question out of the gate: would you ever share your inner secrets with a stranger? In keeping with the book and the subject matter, I thought it would be fun to put together some fun questions and share again a little bit more about myself. Vulnerability is critical, and it is important in life, even if it's uncomfortable. And so I would say inner secrets, yes. For me, I pretty much am like a open, walking, talking, bleeding heart. So I would say that if I was in the midst of an emotional breakdown, which typically I try to keep those indoors, but if I happen to be out in these streets and I had the ear of a stranger, would I share a deep, dark secret? Probably. I think at the end of the day, you can only be yourself, and your authentic self sometimes is messy and sloppy, and it is what it is. And so that is my answer, but I would like to hear what your answer is. Let me see what I see in the comments. So husband is on. He is sharing that Leos are a good sign. Yes, sir, but Virgos are better. That's where I stand with that one. I'm joking. Sorry, not sorry. Next question. What's one of the biggest misconceptions about you? Ooh, this is a good one. So I would say that probably people think that because I have such a big personality, that they just probably think that like I naturally am a social person. But and I've shared this before, but it's been a while, so I'll share it again. I would say I'm definitely like an intra extrovert, in that like with people or with public events, I definitely can turn on, right? And I can turn up. Ooh, 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 get it, girl. But in my true heart of hearts, because of how I grew up very much by myself, I would say that I also deeply love to just like spend time by myself in a dark room, like reading or watching a movie and eating and just like being by myself. That like, as big as my personality is, I think people think that I always am doing things or have people around me, but I actually prefer to just be by myself. So there's that. But if you have a different interpretation, or if you thought I was going to say something different, please put it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about me, if you want to share. Do you like knowing and finding out secrets? Ooh, hard pass. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this because I like to be honest. For me, I would say that knowing secrets is challenging for me because the first thing I want to do is like turn to like my husband or like a close friend and be like, now I have some tea. And I do not want to be that person, but that's just naturally. Oh, Khalil wants to know, is this a fiction book? Yes, it's a fiction book. It's a fiction romance book. So check it out. I don't think it's your jam, Khalil, but you definitely are welcome to pick up the copy and get the book. And so for me, as I was saying, just to answer the question, finding out secrets are challenging because I naturally just love to be honest and I love to be transparent. And whenever I have to hold a secret, I feel like I'm like I'm holding something and I'm trying to hide it and everyone like knows but is pretending not to know, and I feel like there's like I'm gonna start sweating. It's like it's gonna be really dramatic, so not a fan. But if you are good with secrets, I'm so definitely not meant to be a CIA agent, like hard pass. And also I can't hold my emotions. Like if I'm upset, you know it from my face. If I'm happy, you know it from my face. If I'm bored, you know it from my like it's pretty terrible. So that's where I stand on that one. Do I recommend reading the book? I would say yes, because it was fun and it was engaging and it was like sexy cute, and I would say I just wish I had more of my heart in it this month, but given COVID and Rona and all that good jazz, it was really hard to like keep my attention focused and span. So I'm hoping next month is a little bit better for our next book. All right, next steps. So we're reading this book called Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. She's also the author of a book called Crank, which I remember Crank. So when I saw this subtitle, I was like, ooh, this seems interesting. So looking forward for us to read this. It also looks like really dark, and I'm not sure. So we'll see. We'll see what next month brings us. So if you want a copy, this will be on the home. Well, you can actually go to dressingroommates.com. You can go on the My Recommendations page, and you can pick a copy of it. Pick up a copy there. And then also on the beginning of the month, I always update the what is our book club pick for the month. And so on the homepage as well, it'll be there. So you can check it out there. So join the club. It's really easy. Go to dressingroommates.com. They're on the well, so it depends. If you're on a computer, on the right-hand side, you'll see like join the book club, and you can do it that way. Or if you're looking on your phone, scroll down and you'll be able to do it. But I encourage you to join. We do fiction, we do romance, we do graphic novels, we do professional development. Pretty much it's books, whatever I want to read or whatever I think is really necessary for our community, and just keep on with it. And with that, that pretty much ends this show. I did this really quickly. Let's see. Are there any comments or any questions or any concerns? If not now, when you watch this on the replay, definitely check in with me and share your thoughts. I would love to hear if you have read the book. Did you think it was funny? What are your thoughts on secrets? What secrets should you hold? Are secrets bad, good, indifferent? All of that jazz, especially when you combine it with the idea of romance and life, work, career, ... Alrighty, so let me get out of this. And now we're back. All right, so thank you for joining. I'm going to pop off. I'm going to put this replay video on the blog as well, so you'll be able to access this on dressingroommates.com. And with that, if there are no other questions or comments, then I'm going to check out. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this on the replay. Have a good day. Bye.